With a membership strength that spans the entire nation and has worked tirelessly to elevate the standards of hospitality, contributing significantly to Nepal's global tourism footprint. Today, the esteemed market value of Nepal's hotel investment stands nearly at national annual budget of the country, showcasing our industry's growth and potential. Today, we can proudly say we have created more than 1 million jobs across the country. The hospitality sector is now the second highest foreign exchange earner. A fact we are incredibly proud of. This achievement, however, underscores the importance of continued collaboration between the private sector and the government to sustain and grow this crucial economic growth engine. The Himalayan journey so far. As we stand here today, looking back at our journey, it is important to recognize the milestone we have achieved and the lessons we have learned. Nepal's tourism journey has been nothing short of remarkable. From being a hidden gem to becoming a must-visit destination for trekkers, travelers seeking cultural, spiritual, and adventurous experiences, Nepal has come a long way. We have faced challenges, political instability, natural disasters, and global pandemics that brought tourism to a standstill. But time and again, we have risen from adversity, stronger and more resilient. In year 2023, we welcomed over 1 million tourists, close to pre-pandemic levels. In 2024, this year, we have already had 7 lakhs visitors come by August, and this indicates our strong momentum days ahead. Our current tourist scenario is, our current capacity is about 3.5 million tourists that we can cater in Nepal. Hotels, our facilities all over the country we can cater 3.5 million tourists, but tourist arrival is around only 1 million, which means our capacity utilization is just 1/3. And any businesses that is 1/3 revenue is always less than break-even. And this is the situation, this is the issues that today and tomorrow we'll be discussing in details. While the government has declared 2023-2032 as the tourism decade, it is now September 2024, but the program has not started as yet. Hotel Association Nepal strongly urges the government to amend the tourist decade timeline to 2025-2035. This will allow us to realign our goals, make strategic plans and amended policies in line with the current needs and set tourist arrival target at 5 million by the end of the decade. In the present context, our success largely depends in our achievements on the following key areas. Connectivity and access. We need to improve our connectivity both internationally and domestically. Key airports like Pokhara and Bhairava must operate in fully, and our road infrastructure needs significant upgrades. We also call for a streamlined immigration and customs process at the border points and the airports. Policy reforms and public-private partnership. We call for comprehensive policy reforms that align with the need of the private sector. The government must hold its mechanism officers accountable for the lack of implementation and non-performance on announced policies and programs. We must also ensure stronger public-private partnership to foster an environment where tourism can thrive. 40 years old Tourism Act of year 2035 urgently needs to be amended, and also hotel must be declared and categorized as industry in the law of the land of this country. Effective implementation of program and policies of the nodal agencies like Nepal Tourism Board, Nepal Airlines, Civil Aviation Authority of Nepal must be made accountable for executing the policy and programs that they are mandated for. We cannot afford delays any longer. We urge Nepal Tourism Board to forge ahead effectively as a national focal point as a tourism promotion organization of the country. While Airbnb and homestays have flourished in this country, they remain largely unregulated. This lack of regulation hurts the hotel sector. Stricter policies and enforcement mechanisms are necessary to ensure fair competition and quality standards across all types of accommodation in this country. Sustainable tourism as the core future of tourism of this country. We must integrate eco-friendly practices, minimize our carbon footprint, and involve local communities to preserve our national and cultural heritage. Our initiatives such as banning single-use plastics in hotels is a good start, but we must aim for more things to come. To achieve a target of 5 million tourists, we need to establish major mega destinations in each provinces of the country. This will lure the private sector to invest in these areas, helping us build the necessary infrastructure and tourism offerings to meet future demands. Our Himalayan regions remain our greatest asset, offering immense potential for alpine and high-altitude adventure sports. Simultaneously, middle trekking routes, which are rich in culture and biodiversity, remain untapped so far. Promoting these areas will support sustainable tourism. Gastronomy tourism is growing popular in Nepal. Our rich culinary traditions, from Newari fish to mountain cuisines, are drawing international food lovers. Promoting Nepali gastronomy will further cement Nepal as a top culinary destination as well. For too long, Nepal has been perceived as a cheap destination. We must shift this narrative by investing in marketing and branding. Nepal as a premium year-round destination, offering luxury, wellness, and adventure and cultural tourism. By leveraging digital marketing and forming global alliances, we can transform Nepal market positioning. Friends, our vision for the next decade must be one of bold ambition and unwavering commitments. We must build on the strength we already possess, our unique culture, breathtaking landscape, and warmth of our hospitality, and address the gaps that hold us back. This will require collaboration, innovation, and shared determinations to position Nepal not just like a destination, but as an experience of lifetime. Let us seize this moment, embrace our collective responsibility, and move forward with confidence that the best days for Nepal tourism are yet to come. The Himalayan journey is far from over. It is just beginning. Together, let us create a new decade of growth, prosperity, and shared success, with the target of welcoming 5 million tourists by the end of the year 2035. My appreciation to organizer BIMSTEC Asia, Nepal, team led by Mr. Subodh Thapa, Watercom Strategy and Design Team led by Mr. Navin Shrestha, and Nepal Traveler Team led by Terence Lee deserve great appreciation. Thank you Platinum sponsors, Gold sponsors, Associate sponsors, and partners, including this hotel, the hospitality partner. Thanking you. Welcome to the Nepal Hospitality Conclave 2024. I look forward to a very fruitful discussions and outcomes that will shape our shared future. Thank you very much.
So I would like to just say that as the tourism market gets more segmented, it has become imperative for tourism service providers to create their identity, or what you may call a brand. Simply put, it is a positioning to which a business or establishment would like to be identified with. In today's digital age, it has become easier for travelers to identify destinations, hotels, and other service providers that meet their requirements. For example, eco-friendly, sustainable tourism is a huge trend among global travelers. With Google's help, one can easily find the most sustainable hotels or destinations in the world. So how does one develop a brand? For large hotel chains, and I know there are several present here today, this is easy. But for mid-sized hotels, standalone hotels, this could be more challenging. This is where standardization and certification become important. So what does standardization mean, and why is it important for tourism? Since tourism is a global business, there is a need to align with the understanding of the rest of the world, and standards provide a common understanding among different market actors and the intended markets. It sets the benchmark for quality. For example, hotels are categorized according to stars. A 5-star hotel conforms to a set of standards different from a 1-star hotel. Standardization in the hospitality and tourism sector is the process of making facilities and services conform to a certain standard. This ensures consistency in the quality of services and facilities. Standards manage customers' expectations. Standardization is very important as it contributes to building the brand. For example, to build a brand as a sustainable destination or hotel, it must conform to the standards set by market-recognized certifying bodies, such as the International Ecotourism Society. You also have Ecotourism Australia, and there is also the Global Sustainable Tourism Council. These certifying bodies establish a certain set of standards. So what is the process of standardization? The first step to standardization is to be aware of the standards. Then, personnel who will be delivering and or managing the adoption of practices or technologies that conform to the standards need to be trained, and a certification of conformity to the standards will have to be obtained from a reputable certifying body. Here in Nepal, I think that was also mentioned by Binayak Ji, hotels adopt the hotel star system. However, there are many lodges, tea houses, and community homestays, and they are not rated according to the hotel star system. There's really no standards that govern them. And that was, again, mentioned earlier. So what are the key areas in the tourism industry that should be standardized to improve Nepal's ability to compete in the global tourism market? Many of these have been mentioned earlier by Binayak Ji, but let me just probably reaffirm or support what he has already mentioned. To enhance Nepal's competitiveness in the global tourism market, it is essential to standardize several key areas. Improving service quality across all tourism-related businesses is crucial, including establishing clear guidelines for customer service, cleanliness, and amenities to ensure a consistent and high-quality experience. Implementing standardized sustainability practices such as use of less plastic, the practice of recycling, waste reduction, and other eco-friendly practices will definitely attract eco-conscious travelers. And there are many, because that is now the trend globally. Health and safety protocols need to be standardized to international standards. Safety is of topmost concern among travelers. Hence, investing in airlines, airports, and safe connectivity that conform to global standards are of utmost importance. Training of tourism professionals, that was again also mentioned earlier, and establishing a clear regulatory framework will strengthen Nepal's position in the global tourism market. For example, Thailand has set rigorous service standards across its tourism sector, which has significantly contributed to its reputation as a top travel destination, receiving more than 28 million visitors in 2023. Spain is a very beautiful country. Just like Nepal, there's like a lot of interesting sights to see. It's practically magical, right? But Spain doesn't rely on just that. Spain is implementing safe tourism standards. They have like certifying bodies for safe tourism. And it received more than 85 million tourists in 2023. So I think if we are going to achieve our goal of receiving 5 million tourists, indeed it is great to leverage or capitalize on Himalayas, the Everest, the many heritage sites of Nepal. But I think we all need to already start thinking about how we standardize services, standardize the cleanliness and the safety. I think it's extremely important. We shouldn't just rely on, definitely the beauty of Nepal is magnetic, right? It will attract travelers, but we need to also implement standards, just like how other countries are doing, because we are competing with them. Implementing standardized sustainability practices, such as environmental management and waste reduction. Again, like I said earlier, it will attract eco-conscious travelers and will also protect Nepal's natural and cultural heritage. Countries like Costa Rica have excelled in ecotourism by adhering to strict sustainability standards. So, USA trade and competitiveness, we're not really a big project, but we're trying to do our best to help contribute to boosting Nepal's tourism. So what have we done so far? I just want to share some of the things that we are doing that are contributing or we're hoping will contribute to standardization. So one of these, for example, recently, USAID collaborated with Agoda to host a 2-day training which was provided by the Global Sustainable Tourism Council, and it was done here in Kathmandu. 60 professionals, tourism professionals participated. The training covered the GSTC, that's the Global Sustainable Tourism Council, GSTC's sustainability standards, and 25 participants received professional certificate in sustainable tourism exam. These certified professionals can provide support, and you can tap into them to help you in improving sustainability practices so that you will conform to GSTC standards for sustainable tourism. GSTC also certifies establishments. So if you're a hotel, for example, you can apply for a GSTC certification once you get audited and you pass or qualify for their standards. We are working in the Annapurna region to help uplift the standards of lodges to provide better quality hospitality and customer services. We provided in-kind grants to 25 enterprises in Manang and Mustang, and the grants motivated the owners to expand rooms with attached toilet and bath. I'm sure that you're all familiar with the Annapurna Circuit Trek, right? And the hotels or the lodges around it. Most of them do not have attached or bathrooms and toilets inside the room, right? I went and did a trek in 2022, and those are some of the things that we found, and then we advocated that really there should be attached bathrooms and toilets inside the rooms. And so that's what we are trying to do, to try and motivate the hotels to expand their rooms with attached bathrooms and toilets. The grants also motivated the owners to expand, to provide heating system and thicker and more comfortable mattresses, tables and chairs inside the room, white linens, and other fixtures. In this coming November, in partnership with NATHAM and NTNC, USA Trade and Competitiveness will be providing training to improve and standardize hospitality services, including front desk management, housekeeping, food and beverage services, bookkeeping, and solid waste management. USAID is also, or has provided technical assistance to 60 mid-sized hotels in Bagmati and Koshi provinces for the development of standardized operating procedures and digital integration. This initiative helps to streamline operations and ensure consistency in service delivery. In the area of digital capacity development, USAID has conducted training for 80 hotels and restaurants on OTA integration, SEO, and digital marketing. USAID has partnered with Community Homestay Network, I hope they are here, to improve community-based tourism by standardizing homestay facilities and providing digital marketing training to 352 homestays. CHN has significantly actually increased tourist spending in community homestays. USA Trade and Competitiveness is also partnering with SUA Hotels. They're actually, they have a booth in the expo today to integrate end-to-end tourism services, enhancing market reach and service quality through standardized digital platforms. This initiative will onboard 1,050 firms, including hotels, lodges, tea houses, and even tour operators, onto the SUA platform, improving visibility and efficiency, especially for mid-sized hotels. But USA Trade and Competitiveness is really excited about the use of digital integration to drive standardization of tourism products and services here in Nepal. We are currently working on an initiative that will support mid-sized hotels in adopting integrated hotel management systems through digital applications like the 8 Perfect Stays all-in-one hospitality platform. Maybe you've heard about 8 Perfect Stay, right? So they have this all-in-one hospitality platform which standardizes management of different functions, including housekeeping, bookkeeping, inventory, guest communication, guest reviews, OTA integration, and even generates reports for effective monitoring. In general, it boosts efficiency and makes the whole experience seamless and satisfying for guests. And since it's automated, it promotes consistency in maintaining high service standards. Digital integration supports the standardization of training and information through e-learning platforms that provide uniform training programs and consistency of knowledge being disseminated to tourism establishments and professionals. This ensures that staff across different businesses have consistent skills and knowledge. So therefore, in conclusion, I'm also supporting what Binayakji mentioned earlier. For Nepal to compete effectively and achieve probably the 5 million target at the end of the decade, right? It is mandatory to conform to standards associated with preferences of the fastest growing market segments in global tourism. To build the brand of Nepal, it is important that key market actors such as the Hotel Association of Nepal, the Nepal Association of Tour, Travel Agencies, Nepal Tourism Board, and other relevant government agencies, it is imperative that they work closely together, and I think Mr. Binayak really covered very important policy reforms that need to be adopted and implemented, right? So also, I think that it is, I hope Hotel Association of Nepal and all the other associations here and even the different establishments will really capitalize or leverage digital application, because digital application is really key in terms of ensuring standardization across the different establishments in the tourism sector. This will facilitate and accelerate the ability of Nepal to really build a great brand and attract or achieve the 5 million tourists by the end of the decade. Thank you so much.